want to thank you so much for coming here and supporting this great event. It means so much that everyone is here tonight. So, my name is Graham.
Hi, Graham.
And hi! How are you doing? The question that I want to ask everyone in here is, what is being gay all about? For a few years now, I've decided to avoid that question. Decided to live my life without really deciding upon a label or what it means to be part of that label. It all started as a little kid, sneaking away from my mom at the mall to try to get a glimpse of the male underwear boxes. You know, the Calvin Klein, yeah. Or trying to sneak a peek of my friend during a sleepover. In high school, I didn't so much come out as I was told I was gay. I mean, I was flamboyant, and I was outgoing, and I was, I loved playing the female characters in all the video games, and I was in musical theater, so, you know, there's one thing. And I've always had ridiculously wimpy wrists. And it's just the worst. Therefore, I just had to be gay. Side note, no, wrong. Personality does not denote sexuality. Can I get an amen? Thank you. So when my dad finally asked me on a lazy Sunday afternoon when I was 17 if I was gay, I didn't know what to say. At that point, I had never kissed anyone or slept with anyone, and it wasn't really on my radar to think about, you know, I don't know, having a boyfriend or girlfriend. So I paused and said, does my lack of a response indicate a response? And he said, oh, well, you better go tell your mother. So I went over to my mom, and my mom was sewing at the time, and I said, Mom, I think I'm gay. And she looked at me and went, oh, bummer. So I think the realization of having two gay sons hit her hard for the first second. Then, both my parents became the most loving and supportive people I could ever ask for. And I want to take a moment to thank all of the parents who are supportive of their kids when they're going through a difficult time. Because those parents, they're so amazing. Because, I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't really know, and it meant a lot to have my parents there, not judge me, just accept me and say that they love me, and it goes such a long way. I mean, being gay, being anything that's non-heterosexual is not a reason to disown your child. I mean, come on! So that was it. I told my parents, and since I'm so obviously flaming, I don't need to overtly tell anyone, right? Well, you know, that's what I thought. So for the past 2 years, I have not really been telling anyone, and since I wasn't dating anyone, I figured my sexuality didn't really matter. During university, I had a few short-term, mostly physical relationships with men, and very long, strictly platonic friendships with women. And those would end nearly immediately after I would mention to them that it kind of feels like we're dating without the sex. And now I can't decide what it means to be gay. I think my truth is that I like men, especially sleeping with them. But is being gay all about who you sleep with? Or more accurately, in my case, what kind of porn I watch? Or is it something more? Is it more about who you really like? Who inexplicably attracts you? I always dreamed that I would end up with one of my female childhood friends, who, to this day, I love more than anyone else on this entire planet. But am I physically attracted to her? I'm attracted to her in every other way, but I wouldn't want to make her my beard. For those of you who don't know what a beard is, come talk to me after the show, I'll tell you. But it's this connection, among other things, that has always baffled me, why I'm always so hesitant to say I'm gay. Coming out can be very scary. You have to deal with the negatives, the fear of judgment, the stereotypes, that putting yourself in a box feels so stifling and limits your ability to explore. I also find it especially hard to come out at work. On one hand, my sexuality does not affect the quality of my work, so why should it matter if people know? Right? Okay, so like, yeah, there's that, clap if you want, clap if you want. But, on the other hand, I want to be proud, and I want to be honest, and I want to be a leader and say, I am gay, and I do just as good a job as anyone else. I also feel that not coming out at work disrespects everyone that came before me that worked so hard to ensure that I could be gay and keep my job. Deep down, I know that a big part of me is gay, and a lot of my doubts stem from feeling ashamed, feeling like I'm not normal, feeling like I can't be tough. But what I've realized is that these things are not true. They're just other people's perceptions that I've internalized. As I grow older, I realize that I am normal. Actually, I think I'm exceptional. And it doesn't matter who I sleep with. Right? Labels are for soup cans, and a rose by any other name is just as beautiful. So fuck it. Right now, yes, I am gay. And I like to sleep with men, and I like to flirt with men, and I like to jack off to men, and I like to fall in love with men. And if you've got a problem with that, tough, because I won't let it affect me anymore. I want to be accepted for who I am as a person. But, with all that in mind, I am only 22, and since gender and sexuality and attraction and love are such fluid things, I'm going to keep my mind, body, and soul open to new possibilities. Does anyone want to know what's in this box? Because I think the Drake Show might have alluded to it a little bit earlier. Oh, girl, you know it. Let me open the treasure box. Okay. So tonight, despite all my confusions and all of my doubts, I know one thing for certain. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I know one thing for certain. I am me. And right now, I like men. Let me just put this on for one sip. I like men, but I also like wearing high heels. Oh, sorry though. Shout out to my amazing friend Sarah for buying me these. You are the best friend in the world. So, if wearing these heels makes me gay, then so be it. Call me gay, Label me what you will if it helps you understand. Because, let me move this out of the way. Because appearances aren't always what they seem, and appearances can change. So tonight, I am standing proud, and I am standing very tall. I am wearing these heels and saying that I am gay, because that makes me feel fabulous, and no one can take that away from me.